हरे कृष्णा जय जगन्नाथ। तो जो सीरीज टा में स्टार्ट करथिले रिगार्डिंग द ओडिशा सिविल सर्विस मेंस एग्जामिनेशन तार जनरल स्टडीज रो पेपर डिस्कशन। तो 2016 रो हमें जनरल स्टडीज पेपर 1 तार क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 डिस्कस करथलु आज and second question, this is the second part. So let's start. The second question, you can see a role of Rama Devi in the non cooperation movement in Odisha. So Rama Devi को ऊपर ऑलरेडी मु गोटे वीडियो बनै सारछि। ओके, तो ता विषय तांको विषय पूरा लाइक डिटेल जाने पे तुमे से वीडियो भी देखि पारियो। प्लेलिस्ट तो मिल जो मॉडर्न ओडिशा हिस्ट्री रो। ओके, बट स्टिल विल डिस्कस लिटिल बिट अबाउट दिस। ओके, तो तांकर रमा देवी जे कोनसी लाइक पर्सनालिटी ऊपर एवरी ईयर जनरल स्टडीज रो क्वेश्चन पचारे ओडिशा रो किछि एंड इंडिया रो किछि। सो ऑलमोस्ट जति इंपोर्टेंट पर्सनालिटी अछंती तांको ऊपर मु वीडियो ऑलरेडी बनै छि, गोटे प्लेलिस्ट भी अछि, यू कैन सी दैट थिंग। So this is role of Rama Devi in the non-cooperation movement in Odisha. When we recall our history of nationalism, we cannot turn aside the leading. So this is like the introductory part. Okay. So we're saying when we recall our history of nationalism, we cannot turn aside the leading role played by women pioneers in the freedom struggle of Odisha, among whom Srimati Rama Devi Chaudhary was the most important person. So like you can, if you think of important women in the freedom struggle of Odisha, you will remember Rama Devi Chaudhary, your Sarla Devi, Malati Devi. These are the important figures, right? So the clarion call of Mahatma Gandhi during the non-cooperation movement after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, like 13th April 1919. Question number 1 I'm already non-cooperation movement discuss karthulu, right? So so during that period 1920 to 21 22 like that. So Mahatma Gandhi used to travel all over India. So he also came to Odisha. So by his call, many people joined the movement. Okay. So women also one of the important part of the non-cooperation movement. So saying the clarion call of Mahatma Gandhi during the non-cooperation movement after the Jallianwala massacre, here we could have mentioned the date and year. 1919. And for the Swaraj of India, many women leaders joined the movement from all over India, including Odisha. तो हमें जानते हैं कि non cooperation movement रो कौन स्कोप थिला? First was for Swaraj, second was to correct the wrong of Jallianwala Bagh massacre, and for the issue of Khilafat, that was also got aligned. So after listening to the speech of Mahatma Gandhi on the river bank of Kathajodi तो हमें जानते हैं गोटे distributary of your Mahanadi, जोटा कि कटक रे अछि। कटक तुम जो एंट्री कर महानदी गोटे ब्रिज आसे जो कटक भुवनेश्वर आसो काठजोड़ी ब्रिज आसे, राइट? तो सी रिवर बैंक ऑफ काठजोड़ी 1921 23 मार्च रमा देवी तो गांधी जी आसले स्पीच देथिले। ओके, दिस डेट आल्सो इंपोर्टेंट, यू कैन रिमेंबर 23 मार्च 1921. So Rama Devi donated all her ornaments to the Tilak Swaraj Fund and also vowed not to wear jewelry throughout her life. She, along with her husband Gopabandhu Chaudhary, went to Alakashram at Jagat Singhpur, which played a vital role in the freedom struggle of India. So this Gopabandhu Chaudhary is different from Gopabandhu Das. Okay, don't be confused. Gopabandhu Chaudhary. So she, along with her husband Gopabandhu Chaudhary, went to Alakashram. He is the brother of Navakrishna Chaudhary, who is the second chief minister of Odisha. Okay, so Navakrishna Chaudhary and Gopabandhu Chaudhary are brothers. And Navakrishna Chaudhary wife ke thile, your Malati Devi, I think. Okay. Yeah, mostly Malati Devi was there. Yeah. So Navakrishna Chaudhary को ऊपर गोटे वीडियो भी बनै छी Malati Devi को ऊपर, mainly Malati Devi को विषय से सेठी you can see that was the I had discussed. So Gopabandhu Chaudhary went to Alakashram. Alakashram टा basically Jagatsinghpur थिला, mainly Gopabandhu Chaudhary Rama Devi start ही करथिले, Malati Devi and all they are also there. So after this during this non-cooperation movement she and her husband got involved and they went to Jagatsinghpur for the what constructive activities Gandhi ji start करले basically Swadeshi movement ki hand spinning and all. So these things they used to do. So she helped the malaria patients by advising them to use quinine. तो जानते हो quinine is a very effective medicine against malaria, and advised people to take preventive injection boiled water to eradicate cholera. तो सही टाइम में तो जानते हो cholera जो होइजा कहते ओडिया रे, cholera and malaria was very prevalent during those period. So she used to teach people how to take preventive steps. She also taught spinning, जोड़े तुम जानते हो चरखा, hand spinning, and preparation of clothes to the people of Alakashram. तो Alakashram करथिला here in what? तुम्हारा Jagat Singhpura, right? So basically see here the question scope kon achi ki non cooperation movement re kon thila mainly Ramadevi karo seta, because later on also Ramadevi mainly tomara salt satyagraha re bi kafi tankar contribution rahibo, even your Bhutan movement re contribution rahibo, quit India movement re contribution rahibo, to seguda se pacharni. And this is because 5 mark question you don't have to write so much, half page is enough. Okay, so although here one page is gone, so you write accordingly. And second, contribution of Maharaja Krishna Chandra Gajapati Dev to the formation of separate province of Odisha. Even Krishna Chandra Gajapati Dev ko विषय में गोटे detailed video already अच्छी है YouTube channel रे मोरो, you can see that also. Okay, so here also I discussed some important points. In 1914 Maharaj Krishna, so here what is asking कि separate provinces Odisha है, सेथरे कृष्ण चंद्र गजपति को कौन contribution थिला. Okay, so Maharaj Krishna Chandra Gajapati तो जानते हो टाइटल थिला ओडिसा रे, जो राजा मान के जो माने बेसिकली मेनली पूरी सहित एसोसिएट थिले हला. सूर्यवंशी गजपति डायनेस्टी तांको होतला. इवन सूर्यवंशी गजपति ऊपर भी गोटे वीडियो अछि, यू कैन सी दैट. ओके, सो महाराजा कृष्णचंद्र गजपति 1914 रे कोन हेले जेतले 22 वर्ष तांको एज थिला. ही होस्टेड द 10th एनुअल सेशन ऑफ द उत्कल सम्मेलन. तो जानथि उत्कल सम्मेलन जोटा कि लाइक स्टार्ट करथले के ईयर मधुसूदन दास 1903 अराउंड. सो मेनली तार 10th जो एनुअल सेशन थिला उत्कल सम्मेलन रो, और उत्कल यूनियन कॉन्फ्रेंस भी ताको होला, ताको के ऑर्गेनाइज करले महाराजा कृष्णचंद्र. He is one of the prominent king during that period. So two prominent kings are there during Odisha in the 1900 initial phase of early 1900 and the 1950s. One is Krishna Chandra Gajapati, second one is Maharaja your Sri Ramchandra Bhansdev of Mayurbhanj. So these two are the prominent figures who will help the Madhusudan Das Upon Das during this period for the Utkala Union Conference. So 10th session को organize करतले को ताको home town को Parala Khemundi. Parala Khemda तमे जानते हो गजपति रो डिस्ट्रिक्ट हेडक्वार्टर, दैट वाज एक्चुअली द प्रिंसली स्टेट. हला तो गजपति जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट अछि, दैट इज बिकॉज़ ऑफ द नेम ऑफ महाराजा कृष्णचंद्र गजपति, हिज कंट्रीब्यूशन द गजपति डिस्ट्रिक्ट वर कार्ड फ्रॉम द डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ गंजाम. ओके, सो दैट इज अनदर थिंग, एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट. तो पारला कमिटी विथ मच एंथुसियाज्म एंड हाई होप्स टू एक्सेलरेट द ओडिया मूवमेंट इन गंजाम. जंती कि जदी तमे हमर गोटे वीडियो अछि देखियो लाइक हाउ द ओडिया स्टेट become separated, like different Odia speaking areas integrate hela. So there also I had discussed this elaborately. Kemti ki Odisha speaking states are divided into 3 to 4 provinces. The northern part under the Bengal, the western part under the central province, the southern part under the Madras province, and some are under the Bihar province. So all these things there. So basically semane sabuda ko integrate kariya chahutle. So here Madhu Babu or Madhusudan Das presented a resolution for the amalgamation of Odia speaking tracts of the Madras province. तो जो पारला कमिटी गजपति वाला गंजाम एरिया थिला हटा कोन मद्रास प्रोविंस से जाउथला. तो बेसिकली मधु बाबू वांटेड that should get integrated hela for the amalgamation of Odia speaking tracts of the Madras province. However, everyone was astonished when Krishna Chandra Gajapati Maharaj gave a proposal for the amalgamation of all the Odia speaking area of different provinces form an independent Odisha province. तो बेसिकली जोटा कि समाने तांकर लाइक स्लो प्रोसेस को ये काफी बूस्ट देथिले महाराजा की कहले नो व्हाई ओनली मद्रास रीजन, ऑल द ओडिया स्पीकिंग रीजन शुड गेट इंटीग्रेटेड. सो ही आर्ग्यूड बिफोर द फिलिप डफ कमिटी. तो गोटे फिलिप डफ कमिटी हितला. So this is very important. Remember the 3-4 committees we'll discuss here in the process of like integration or amalgamation of Odia speaking tract. The first important committee is Philip Duff Committee, which was formed in 1924. That if it was not possible to transfer Ganjam, so basically he said who महाराजा कृष्णचंद्र गजपति कहा कहले फिलिप डफ कमिटी जोटा कि 1924 हितला कि यदि इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू ट्रांसफर गंजाम फ्रॉम मद्रास, देन हिज स्टेट एटलीस्ट तांकर जो स्टेट अछि पारला खेमुडी, दैट शुड बी ट्रांसफर्ड इमीडिएटली. अकॉर्डिंग टू द कमिटी रेकमेंडेड द ट्रांसफर ऑफ गंजाम टू ओडिशा. ओके, तो हतरे ओडिशा बिहार मिसी की थिला बेसिकली दैट टाइम. So in 1928, although Simon Commission was boycotted in most part of India, members of Utkal Sammelani welcomed Simon Commission. तो तमे जानथि हो साइमन गो बैक ब्लैक झंडा देखे कि ऑल ओवर इंडिया रे ताको प्रोटेस्ट हितला हला, बिकॉज़ दैट साइमन कमिशन वाज ऑल व्हाइट कमिशन, नो इंडिया और रिप्रेजेंटेशन वाज देयर बेसिकली, जोडा कि बेसिकली तमरा 1919 जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट हतला ताको तार रिव्यू पय आस्तला बेसिकली. सो 1920 रे ऑल्दो समस्ते ताको अपोज करथिले, मेंबर्स ऑफ उत्कल सम्मेलनी took the opportunity what they welcomed Simon Commission at Patna railway station. जानथि हो तले 1911 परे तमरा ओडिसा एंड बिहार गोटे सेपरेट प्रोविंस हितला बेंगल टू कार्वे की. तो व्हाट दे डिड, मधुसूदन दास कोन कले ताको लीडरशिप रे पटना रेलवे स्टेशन रे वेलकम कले साइमन कमिशन को एंड पुट फॉर द डिमांड टू ब्रिंग ऑल ओडिया ट्रैक्ट्स अंडर वन प्रोविंस. एंड सिमिलर डिमांड्स वाज मेड बाय गजपति महाराज एट मद्रास. सो डिफरेंट एरिया रे बेसिकली साइमन कमिशन को भी समाने कोन कले तांकर जणेले विनती ओके तांकर डिमांड बेसिकली विनती तो नो तांकर डिमांड यू कैन से और तो तांको से माने सबुडी तांको अपोज मिलथला बट ए माने टिके भलो ट्रीटमेंट देल तो दे डिड टेक केयर ऑफ द डिमांड ओके तो पटना रे डिमांड हैला बाय मधुसूदन दास योर मद्रास रे डिमांड हैला बाय कृष्णचंद्र गजपति महाराज तो फिल्म डेव कमिटी देन साइमन कमिशन तो साइमन कमिशन देते से कोन हला खुशी हेले तो से माने गोटे दूसरा कमिटी बनेबे सब कमिटी सो एज पर द एडवाइस ऑफ पाराला महाराज शशि भूषण राथ एंड ब्रजसुंदर दास प्रेजेंटेड सिमिलर मेमोरेंडम बिफोर द साइमन कमिशन तो डिफरेंट जगह रे बेसिकली demand hela so due to this strategy on 27th May 1930 the report of the Simon Commission was published which had recommended for the formation of the subcommittee for examining the cause of creation of separate Odisha province तो से subcommittee रे जोडा हला after the Simon Commission that is Atli नामक जने व्यक्ति थिले तांको लीडरशिप रहला that's why Atli subcommittee so that was created to determine the boundary of the new Odisha province in 1930 many letters representation personal opinions reached before the committee by the inspiration of Maharaj Krishnachandra Gajapati after examining all the evidence so you don't have to write all these things but I am just explaining all these things so that you can write the important things just write the important committee names like Philip committee Simon commission Atli committee na and little one line will be enough don't have to write so many things okay Maharaj Krishnachandra Gajapati kon kale se Atli subcommittee ko bahut prakar representation personal opinion bhi dele so after examining all the evidence the Atli subcommittee recommended for the creation of a separate province for the Odiyas although Madras government was against it so Madras government opposed kotla but because of the leadership of Krishnachandra Gajapati Maharaj and his representation the Atli subcommittee was satisfied by the demand of the Odia people so although the first round table conference was boycotted by the INC tum janti ho tinta round table conference illa but first was boycotted by the INC Indian National Congress second was attended basically because first round table conference time tum kon chalthila your civil disobedience movement chalthila right salt satyagraha and all so but Krishnachandra Gajapati Maharaj went to London in 1930 to present the demand of Odisha province before the British government so during his stay at London Krishnachandra Gajapati Maharaj was able to influence Sir Samuel Hoare how you are going to pronounce HOARE Sir Samuel Hoare Secretary of State thile India ro and other parliamentarians to tanko influence kole se mane after this O'Donnell committee so this is the fourth name you can see Philip Duck committee then your Simon commission under asla Atli subcommittee then O'Donnell committee and finally Hubback committee will come okay so after this O'Donnell committee and Hubback committee was formed to give a final shape to the new Odisha province on Hubback committee je ki first governor have Odisha ro 1936 re hello sir Austin Hubback right so he is the first governor of Odisha during the British Raj so finally under the government of India Act 1935 सेथरे आर्टिकल 289 ओडिशा प्रोविंस वाज क्रिएटेड तो हमें सेपे उत्कल दिवस सेलिब्रेट करू 1 अप्रैल 1936 रे क्रिएट हितला हला तो फाइनली गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया 1935 अंडर रे ओडिशा टू सेपरेट हला हु योर सॉरी बिहार ओडिशा जो मिसी थिला ओडिशा गोटे सेपरेट प्रोविंस हला तो 1935 रे को आर्टिकल अंडर हितला आर्टिकल 289 रिमेंबर दिस आर्टिकल आल्सो देन आर्य समाज स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती फाउंडेड द आर्य समाज ऑन 7th अप्रैल 1875 स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती वेरी फेमस तुम डीएवी स्कूल तुम सुनिथिबो हला जोडा कि तांको री शिष्य माने स्टार्ट करथले दयानंद आंग्लो विद्यालय राइट डीएवी पब्लिक स्कूल वेरी फेमस इन इंडिया in Odisha especially okay so Swami Dayanand Saraswati founded the Arya Samaj on 7th April 1875 wala so through the Arya Samaj which was a Hindu reform movement he stressed on one god and rejected idol worship okay so he rejected idol worship but he stressed on one god basically they are Brahmavadis kind of people impersonal god ko se mane manuthile although they observed Vedas, but idol worship को ସେମାନେ reject करते. He also advocated against the extolled position of priest in Hinduism. तो priest माने सेटा में basically exploit करते people मान को. तेणु he also advocated कि don't go to priest. Okay. So he opposed the multiplicity of castes, which was the main reason behind the conversion of lower caste into Christianity and Islam as per him. So he was telling because of casteism system, people are what the जो lower caste वाले people थे ସେମାନେ religion ही change कर दोଥିଲେ. Okay, so this was the one of the major reason he was according to him. That's why people are not getting integrated or united because of this casteism. So the Arya Samaj believed in Vedas, which are infallible as per them. So they are very much influenced by the Vedas, and they are selling Vedas and infallible means Vedas there is no authority beyond that, and that is the main authority or permanent authority. So that is the their slogan also ki go back to Vedas. So although they believed in Vedas, they didn't believe in idol worship. Okay, and they also wanted to revive the Hinduism. So according to him, Hinduism was got polluted because of this some kind of in the medieval India, basically, some priests also polluted the things. Casteism system also got derived, although that was not there in the Vedas. Okay, only there is Varna Ashram system was there. Okay, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, that is based on the karmas, not based on the birth, which the impurity got started during the period of medieval India. So he wanted to eradicate that system. They wanted to reconstruct the fourfold Varna system. Okay, I said that Varnashrama, fourfold Varna system on merit rather than birth, which is the message of your Veda. Okay, in Bhagavad Gita, Chaturvarnam Maya Srashtam Guna Karma Vibhagasa. So that is the Bhagavad Gita verse. So Lord Krishna is saying Chaturvarnam Maya Srashtam Guna Karma Vibhagasa. So Guna Karma anusare tomara jo Chaturvarna hame start karchu. Varna and ashrama, not the based on the birth. Okay, so opposed to untouchability, caste discrimination and child marriage also there. So Arya Samaj used to oppose the untouchability and the caste discrimination and child marriage. Acceptance of authority of Vedas, already said, or Vedas are infallible. Inhabitable, I'm saying, sorry. Vedas are infallible, means Vedas are the main authority. Preaching for fatherhood of God, brotherhood of man, and absolute justice. So according to him, because we all believe in Vedas, God is the father of all the living entities. That's why we became brother. So that's why we should get united. Okay, and absolute justice also, and equality of sexes, etc. Dayananda Saraswati gave the slogan, "Go back to the Vedas," and the Vedas are the source of all knowledge. Vedas are infallible source of all knowledge. That's why his slogan was "Go back to the Vedas." He also started the Sudhi movement to reconnect the Hindus who had converted to other religions. Okay, so jemti ki Hindus jo lower caste people mane ki thile, because of some economic benefits and other things, social benefits, they got converted from Hinduism to Islam and Christianity. So he started reconverting them again to Hindu. So there was no system existing that time how to reconvert the already converted people to back to Hindu. So he started the Sudhi movement. So Sudhi movement answer है already Christian की अन्य religion है Islam, they can again get converted into Hinduism. Okay. Next, Bhudan movement in Odisha. The Bhudan movement was started by Vinoba Bhave, a trusted follower of Mahatma Gandhi. So Vinoba Bhave is famous for two things mainly. He was the first individual satyagrahi, so in 1940s around started before the Bhudan movement. Second thing your Jawaharlal Nehru, first was Vinoba Bhave, very ardent follower of your Mahatma Gandhi, and second important thing for his famous Bhudan movement. Okay, the Bhudan movement was started by Vinoba Bhave, a trusted follower of Mahatma Gandhi in the early 50s of last century. After basically independence, and this was an attempt at land reform, and it intended to resolve or solve the land problem in the country. So then initially period India independence पर land जो थिला land redistribution में बहुत प्रकार act आस्थिला, even your first constitutional amendment act, 9th schedule, all these things came because of this region, how to get land, distribute the land equally among the people. जमींदार मान जन बहुत लैंड रखले तांको आनी केमती जमन लैंडलेस लेबरर अछंती तांको भितर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करे पे बहुत बड़ा एक्ट आस्थिला. सो बिनो भाबे बट ही थॉट जबरदस्ती आनी अपेक्षा केमती तांको हृदय रे कोन ट्रस्टीशिप भावना जागृत करिकी जेमती से दान कर देबे. So that thing he was attempting some kind of spiritual thing, you can say, but you know people are very much lusty, or you can say lusty on जोटा लोभी है ना. So greedy people are there. They don't easily give these things almost until there is some strict law, but he tried his best. So this was an attempt at land reform, and it intended to solve the land problem in the country in a novel way. That's why the novel way he tried by making land available to the most submerged and disadvantaged class of Indian society, the landless and the land poor, and the equitable distribution of land by voluntary donations. So he thought of motivating the people or zamindars who has so many lands, and so that they will voluntarily contribute. To some extent he got also succeeded, but not very much. On 18th April 1951 at Pochampally village, remember this name, Pochampally village of Telangana. So 18 April 1951 Vinoba was offered 100 acres of land by Ramachandra Reddy. So 1 acre is 100 decimal, right? So Vinoba was offered 100 acres of land by Ramachandra Reddy, which was the starting of this movement, and likewise he had received 12,000 acres land in Bhutan in 51 days. So कितना मिला? Basically 51 days भितर 12,000 acre land से collect कले. So it emboldened Vinoba to continue the mission and finally prompted him to resolve on Gandhi's birthday in 1951. So 2nd October 1951 रे गांधी का birthday रे गांधी जयंती रे से रिजल्व कले कि मु 50 मिलियन एकर लैंड को कलेक्ट करिवि within some years by 1957. So she resolved to collect 50 million acres of land for the landless from the whole country by 1957. Okay, so by this time he was able to succeed with 12,000 acres. So this indexed the Sarvodaya workers. Sarvodaya, basically two people are famous for Sarvodaya thing. One is your Mahatma Gandhi and another is your Vinod Bhave. Okay, so Sarvodaya is kind of you can say a trusteeship kind of thing. Okay, so he thought of motivating the people, right, so that all people will get benefited. So that is his thing. मैं गोटे नोबेल तरीका रे जो धनी धनी लोक मानक से मोटिवेट करया चाहतले so that they will contribute to the poor people. Okay, so it's kind of like progress for all. So this was actually Sarvodaya principle initially started in India by your Mahatma Gandhi. Basically he took it from his John Ruskin, तो मुझे जानते हो, his political guru तो कहा जीवनी तांको से काफी inspire इतले during the South Africa period, हैला, even तांको गोटे book को से translate करले Unto This Last. Okay, Sarvodaya नाम को से गोटे book भी लिखले I think Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so that was there. So this induced the Sarvodaya workers in various states to devote their energy on acquiring the target. Bhudan program was started in Odisha on 7 January 1952. So Odisha was actually basically second state जोटा कि सबुठु सेकंड हाईएस्ट जोटा कि लैंड आमे से कलेक्ट करथले बेसिकली भूदान मूवमेंट दरिया रे फर्स्ट आई थिंक आंध्र प्रदेश और तेलंगाना. Okay, so that was the thing. So Bhudan program was started in Odisha on 7 January 1952. On that day Gopabandhu Chaudhary and his wife Rama Devi along with several others तो Odisha के स्टार्ट हला 7 January 1952 after he took resolve 1951 गांधी जयंती के your Vinod Bhave. So they started Odisha रे के स्टार्ट करले mainly Gopabandhu Chaudhary and Rama Devi. They started their historic Padayatra from Badi Ramachandrapur for collecting land for landless. So the Badi Ramachandrapur jagada mainly तोर जाजपुर पाखा की अछि एरिया टा. तो दुईटा आश्रम फेमस थिला Rama Devi साथ associated. One is your Alak Ashram and second one is the Badi Ashram, Badi Ramachandrapur. The Padayatra, though initially not intended for the purpose of Bhudan, in the course of its progress collected land gifts. In the first meeting held at Badi Ramachandrapur, the first land gift was made by Harapriya Devi of the village. तो सेठू स्टार्ट करथले तो सेठी हरप्रिया देवी नाम को जण थिले लेडी, सी गिफ्टेड द फर्स्ट भूदान. एंड द पदयात्रा कंटिन्यूड फॉर 4 months 22 days. It passed through 8 districts of Odisha covering a distance of 1100 miles, yielding a collection of 1626 acres of land from 233 donors. तो इनिशियली जो 4 मास 5 मास भितरे 1626 एकर लैंड कलेक्ट करथिले आफ्टर द ह्यूज डिस्टेंस ऑफ 1100 miles पदयात्रा from 233 donors. The second round of Padayatra led by Gopabandhu Chaudhary and Rama Devi commenced on Gandhi Jayanti Day 1952 and it ended on 10th December 1952. So initially जो start हिला के बेतला your January 7th I think the date. Yes, 7 January 1952. Then second तार जो second start हिला के बे Gandhi Jayanti 1952. The second round. एथरे केते कलेक्ट कले साने 427 miles travel कले and collect कले 463 acres. Okay. And some 7 pair of bullocks and agricultural implements worth ₹800. So these are the details. Don't remember so many things. To facilitate the donation of land to the movement and to provide for the distribution of such lands, the Odisha Legislative Assembly passed the Odisha Bhudan Yagya Bill. तो Odisha Legislative Assembly 1953 रे गोटे बिल पास कला कि जेमति यार प्रॉपर माने इजीली जो लैंड जति कलेक्ट होची फ्रॉम द भूदान मूवमेंट ताको केमति प्रॉपर्ली डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करा हो जो तो सेटा एक्ट नाथला कोन द ओडिसा भूदान यज्ञ बिल केबे पास हिला 9th April 1953 रे. The received the assent of President of India on 26 July 1953 and became Odisha Act the 17 of 1953. This act provided for the establishment of a Bhudan Yagya Samiti in Odisha state. So these are the things. Next, move to the question: the role of moderates in the national freedom struggle in brief. तो जब जानते हो जतले ब्रिटिश तमरो इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस स्टार्ट हिला 1885. So से टाइम रे जो फर्स्ट फेज थिला till 1905 ताको मॉडरेट फेज को जाए. Then till the time Gandhi will come, that is the extremist phase from 1905 to 1920 you can say, before the non-cooperation movement. Then the third phase will be Gandhian phase. So the time period from 1885 to 1905 can be called as the moderate phase. The leaders of this phase are called moderates. Why? Because moderates are the people who believed in British justice and were loyal to them. Prominent moderate leaders are who? So we'll see some of the prominent leaders. You can write 2-3 names in the if the question will ask. So we will discuss here some other leaders also. So main important leader is Dadabhai Naoroji, who was the second president of the INC also, 1886. So he was known also known as the Grand Old Man of India. Grand Old Man of India, who Dadabhai Naoroji. He became the first Indian to become a member of the House of Commons in Britain. So तमें जानते हो ब्रिटेन में दुईटा अछि लोकसभा राज्यसभा जो जेमति हमर अछि तांकर हला हाउस ऑफ द कॉमन्स एंड हाउस ऑफ लॉर्ड्स. तो हाउस ऑफ कॉमन्स रे फर्स्ट इंडियन मेंबर के थिले दादाभाई नारोजी. And he also authored very prominent book, important poverty and un-British rule in India. सेते कि जोटा drain of wealth theory से देथिले कि केमति ब्रिटिश माने कोन इंडिया रो wealth को लुटुचंती हला. So he wrote thesis गुडा लिखिथिले से तांको अंडर रे आउजर थिले आर सिद्धार्थ. So आर सिद्धार्थ and your दादाभाई नारोजी मिलकी poverty and un-British rule in India लिखिथिले, which focused on the economic drain of India because of British policies. This led to an inquiry on the matter also, because he also a prominent person there in British common House of Commons member thile. Second prominent leader is Umesh Chandra Banerjee, who is the first president of Indian National Congress in 1885, lawyer by profession, first Indian to act as standing counsel. Okay. Then Subramaniam Iyer, तमें जानते हो famous newspaper जो हिंदू, जोड़ा कि most of the people will be studying who are preparing for UPSC and OPSC. तो तार दो जन mainly founder थे Subramaniam Iyer and one was there Veera Raghavacharya. Okay. So Subramaniam Iyer newspaper, he founded the newspaper The Hindu, Madras start करते, where he criticized British imperialism. Also founded Tamil newspaper Swadesamitra, co-founded the Madras Mahajan Sabha. So Madras Mahajan Sabha was also founded in 1884 by the same people, Veera Raghavacharya and Subramaniam Iyer. Okay. So the Hindu newspaper started like 1878 started basically 1878 Hindu newspaper ke start करते Subramaniam Iyer and your Veera Raghavacharya. Okay. Gopal Krishna Gokhale, regarded as the Mahatma Gandhi's political guru, founded the Servants of Indian Society. Sir Surendranath Banerjee, also known as Rashtra Guru and Indian Burke, funded the Indian National Association, which later merged with INC. Already INC came the formula. First time Indian National Association. And he cleared the Indian Civil Service, but was discharged due to racial discrimination found in for the Bengali. So these are some of the things. So these are the prominent leaders. So you can write 2-3 names at least. Dadabhai Naoroji and Umesh Chandra Banerjee will be enough, I think, to write about the prominent moderate leaders. So question, the scope of the question is you heard the role of moderates. Tanko role kon thila. Okay, don't have to write so many things. I just discuss the things. So mainly ame role kon thila iti padhiba after the things. So other moderates yahan pe deichi kono Sir Chandra Banerjee tomar Bengali newspaper founder thile. Okay, and other are like Ras Bihari Ghosh, R. Siddharth, M. G. Ranade, Firoz Mehta, P. R. Naidu, Madan Mohan Malabia, P. Anand Charlu, William Murder. Okay, so this is the scope of the question, aims and demands of the moderates. So they demanded education of the masses and organizing public opinion, make people aware of their rights. Okay, so what is their demand aim for it? That is the education of masses, organizing public opinion, and make people aware of their rights. Indian representation in the Executive Council and in the Indian Council in the London, the reform of the legislative councils, like participation of the Indian people, separation of the executive from judiciary, decreased land revenue tax, and ending peasant oppression. After 1892, raised the slogan "No taxation without representation." Even your American civil American Revolution, they also started this slogan against the British: "No taxation without representation." So even they demanded the same thing. They reduced spending on the army, demanded the reduced spending in the army and spend more on the welfare of the people, abolishing salt tax and duty on sugar, holding the ICS exam in India along with England to allow more Indians the opportunity to take part in the administration, freedom of speech and expression, freedom to form associations, development of modern capitalist industries in India, end of economic drain of India by the British, repealing the Arms Act of 1878, जोड़ा काला कानून कौन सेतले आर्म्स एक्ट हितला जेमति कि फ्यूचर परे आसीबो तमरो रोलाक्ट से भलिया तमरो ड्यूरिंग लॉर्ड लिटन आर्म्स एक्ट वाज आल्सो देयर 1878, increasing spending on education of Indians. These are the demands of the moderates. And what is the method of their demand? Although that is not the scope of the question, I discuss this so that if some question will ask what is their scope, method of demand, you can write. So they believed in the peaceful and constitutional methods to demand and fulfill those demands. They used 3 P's: petitions, here is there, prayers, petition and protest, petition, meetings, resolutions, pamphlets, memoranda and delegations to voice their demands. So 3 P's, remember: prayers, petition and protest. had complete faith in the British justice system. That's why they are called as the moderates, because they didn't ask for the Swaraj or Purna Swaraj. They asked that within British system, how we can get some more representation and some justice. Okay, and they believed in the British system. That's why the book also un-British rule. So he's saying, Radhabhai Nair is saying that this is not British rule, like this is un-British rule. So you do, you know, he is trying to consciousness, conscience को जागृत करने की चेष्टा करते हैं, विवेक, right? Conscience, okay, conscience. Confined to the educated classes only. Yes, initially the phase before Gandhiji, the phase mainly the INC was limited to the educated classes people. Hala. Confined to the educated classes only, did not try to employ the masses like Gandhiji. They aimed only at getting political rights and self-government under British dominion. What are the successes? Indian Council. So this is also success you have to write. Okay, what moderates got succeed. Indian Council Act of 1892 after 1861. This is the, like, you can say almost 41 years, 31 years. No? Yeah, 31 years for a some kind of very little, you can say, success. Indian Council Act. It increased the size of the Legislative Council and also increased the proportion of non-officials. They able to sow the seed of nationalism in the people, popularized ideals like democracy, liberty, and equality. They exposed many draining economic policies of the British. Leaders like Gopal Krishna Gokhale, M.G. Ranade were social reforms too, and opposed child marriage and imposed widowhood. And what is the limitations? They excluded the masses and only the educated elites participated. They did not demand complete independence from foreign rule. They did not understand the power of mass movement of people, unlike Gandhiji, who used this power. They drew most of their ideas from Western political thinking, which further alienated them from the mass people. Okay, finally the last one in the second question, Mahima Dharma. Mahima Gosai or Mukund Das founded the Mahima Dharma. So this is the dharma which got originated in Odisha, local dharma you can say. Mahima Gosai was the founder. He arrived in Puri around 1826 and established Mahima Bahadur from there. Because he slept on sand, he was also known as Dhulia Gosai. He discussed non-dualism with the Pandits of Mukti Mandapa. Tome jodi dekhibo like Jagannath temple right side रे गोटे मुक्ति मंडप था जोटी कि mainly शंकराचार्यଙ୍କର followers माने बसिथांती. So he discussed non-dualism. जोटा non-dualism माने कोन? Dvaitavad, है ना? Dualism. So non-dualism Advaitavad. Dualism is Dvaita, right? So Advaitavad is the philosophy of Shankaracharya. Advaitavad. He discussed that with the Pandits of Mukti Mandapa inside the Jagannath temple and expressed his opposition to idol worship. Okay, this is almost similar to Shankaracharya's philosophy. Some kind of mix is there. He was a resident of Udaygiri, Khandagiri, Dhauligiri before settling in Kapilas. Kapilas from Dhenkanal district achi. So he finally went there and he got enlightenment kind of thing you can say there. He was dressed in the bark of the Kumbhi tree. The king of Dhenkanal, Bhagirathi Mahendra Bahadur, used to send milk to him early in the morning. So these are some of the details regarding the Mahima Gosai. You don't have to write these things in this question directly because the scope of the question is Mahima Dharma. Okay, just write the founder of Mahima Dharma is Mahima Gosai and he got enlightenment in Kapilas. Okay. Then Mahima Gosai initiated Govinda Das as his first disciple and many others followed, including the great Vishwanath Baba. Bhima Bhai, mainly Bhima Bhai is famous very much. Bhima Bhai of Redakhol tame jantibo koti kara jo Sundargarh re achi Redakhol. So Bhima Bhai of Redakhol became his disciple who popularized the Mahima cult. Andhakavi Bhima Bhai samajh aste mein janithibe. So he is the follower of or the disciple of Mahima Dharma. So he popularized the Mahima cult through his great literary works such as Stuti Chintamani, Brahmani Rupaya Gita, Nirveda Sadhana. So 2-3 names you can remember. Stuti Chintamani at least. So Chautisa Madhu Chakra, Adyanta Gita, Ashtaka Vihari Gita. Stuti Chintamani, Brahmani Rupana Gita, Nirveda Sadhana, Chautisa Madhu Chakra, Adyanta Gita, Astaka Vihari Gita. So between 1862 and 1867, within these 5 years, Mahima Dharma spread like wildfire throughout Odisha. Okay, Mahima Gosai left his body in 1867 and his disciples became known as Mahima monks or Alekha Samyasi. Okay, Alekha Baba tame shunithibo takar jo main moth ta achi headquarter of Mahima Dharma is Joranda Motho, that is also in Dhenkanal only. So they wear very little clothes and also they गोटे छोटा टाइप धरी था अलेखा बाबा कह जाए सो अलेखा बेसिकली अलेखा मीन्स व्हाट दे आर सेइंग दैट देयर इज मेनी नेम्स और देयर इज नो नेम प्रॉपर नेम ऑफ लाइक गॉड okay so because they believe in impersonal form of god impersonalist you can say brahmavadis so महिमा धर्म doctrine कौन थिला so here monotheistic doctrine that is to believe in the single god non dualism that is the advaitavada I said principle that is god is singular and unparalleled he is the supreme soul and the source of the world's creation he is all knowing all powerful and all present he is also formless that is nirakara inexpressible avyakta without a body adeha देह without a body avyakta inexpressible formless nirakara without a name anama हला similarly alekha jar ना लेखाई परियो नहीं emotionless nirvikara ageless supreme god parameshwara so that is their philosophy the universe's creation theory which was founded by alekha prabhu and not through the interaction of atoms purusha and prakriti so they are saying जो universe creation केमती हला that is founded by alekha prabhu and not by the interaction of atoms purusha and prakriti जोड़ा की philosophy का थिला your sankhya philosophy जो थिला कपिला देवकर rejected idolatry and idol worship and prescribed only formless brahma worship so he was against idol worship or idolatry and they used to worship the formless brahma worship okay formless god Mahima Dharma offers the caste system added to the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam principle that is the entire universe in single family. So because of this, many the people from lower background or lower caste they got attracted to this dharma. Okay, so mainly if you'll find in the lower caste people, जो थिले से टाइम रे कि एबे भी जो अछंती mainly they got converted, they accepted the Mahima philosophy or Mahima Dharma. Added to the Vasudhaiva. Sorry, what is this? Visuddha Advaita, sorry. Added to the Visuddha Advaita Brahmavada philosophy and shared a strong affinity with Shankaracharya's Advaita Vada. Okay, as I said, so Shankaracharya को Advaita Vada सहित काफी तांकर affinity थिला. Even Visuddha Advaita को भी से accept करथिले. So which advocates exclusively for Jnana as the only path to salvation. So like Shankaracharya said, Jnana is the path to salvation. Okay, according to Mahima Dharma, the lover God is pure and the lover desires union with God. So these are some of the philosophy of Mahima Dharma. So you can write, if you'll ask for the Mahima Dharma question was asked, just write the founder and the period and write the philosophy. Don't have to write the details about the Mahima Gosai. Okay, Mahima Gosai name and the Bhima Bhai name also you can mention. Okay, so this is the thing and please let me know your comments if you are liking the videos or if it is helpful or if I can keep on continuing this series. I had thought of at least completing the 2016 GS1 and GS2 paper. Okay, so it may help some people. At least if it can help 100 people, then it will be sufficient for me. Okay, and this is a Telegram channel. I had already mentioned. You can join to get the notifications and the PDFs and all. Okay. So OPS exam revise with me. You can get the link in the comment section, in the description section of the video also. Okay, so thank you so much. We'll stop here. Hare Krishna, Jai Jagannath.